Hello there, I'm Rev,
And I'm Sam.
and we're going around America's Great Loop aboard the Here's to Us.
Thanks for coming along with us on this epic journey.
Epic is correct. We want to talk to you today about the trip we took from a Navy base in Pensacola over to Niceville.
Yeah, it was a beautiful day. We were awoken, I guess, by, well, rain pretty much all night, but we got up and it was foggy.
Yes. That Navy base, what's it called?
Naval Air Station, Pensacola.
Yes. We are able to stay at some military marinas because of Sam's service, so that's been a blessing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anyway, the reveille started at 7:55.
Yes.
Followed 5 minutes later by the Star Spangled Banner.
It was awesome.
And so brought back memories of being on a military installation. But it did clear up fairly quickly, and we maneuvered out of the slip gingerly because we were kind of tucked in there right next to the loading ramp. So got out of there and followed our breadcrumbs, because when I came in, I got a little off course, so I didn't want to follow the breadcrumbs all the way. So I knew where I went off course, so followed those out. And what did we see coming in there?
Yeah,
just because it got real narrow.
You know, a lot of times when we're leaving marinas, there will be fishermen already out there because, you know, early bird gets the worm. So we ran into another little boat, a Navy boat, coming in to the channel, and it was really tight area getting out of there.
Yeah. Hello from the bridge of the Here's to Us. We've departed Naval Air Station, Pensacola, the MWR facility there, the marina, a very nice facility. The only thing is they have a lot of evacuees, so to speak, from Hurricane Michael there that have come there. So we were able to get a spot on the transient dock for a night. It rained all last night, but it is a beautiful day today. We got up this morning and there was some fog, but it lifted rather quickly. In fact, it really surprised us how quickly it lifted. We're on the auto routing guidance system from Navionics, which I have imported into the Garmin, and following that, except for when I'm going through a bridge here, I take it off and do manual autopilot steering left or right a couple degrees. This is the Pensacola Beach Bridge. Ties Pensacola, I guess, with Pensacola Beach off to our right, and then beyond that is the Gulf of Mexico. So proceeding along here en route to Bluewater Bay Marina. It's a beautiful day. We're estimating there around 2:15, 2:30 time frame. But just a gorgeous day, and we're on the lookout for dolphins. So trying to get that perfect dolphin picture. And then we got out into the bay, and
it was so beautiful out
just
there.
Awesome out there, and continue along our route. Like it was just one of those days where, you know, you wanted to be out boating. And big old sport fisher boat.
What was the deal with that?
I don't know, just kind of getting out there, the fishing, and they don't care about wakes. So we usually, if we're up on plane or going a little fast, we see a smaller boat, we'll slow down. And we did have to pass a couple boats, radioed them. One of them had the AIS, so we knew their call sign. And another one we didn't, but we were able to get the binoculars and find their call sign and or their boat name and give them a call.
Right.
All right, progressing on our journey here to Bluewater Bay Marina. We are coming up on the Navarre Bridge, and over here is Navarre, spelled N-A-V-A-R-R-E. And further on down the road, Windhaven Beach. Off to the starboard side of the boat, you'll see a bunch of condominiums there on Santa Rosa Island. Condominiums, I guess maybe rentals. Right out that way is the Gulf of Mexico. So The next thing will come along that's major up here is Fort Walton Beach and Eglin Air Force Base. And you can see that bridge up there is, I think, about 50 feet. A lot of clearance underneath of it for us. Beautiful day out here. Beautiful, beautiful day on the Intracoastal Waterway. Loving it. Still in search of the perfect dolphin picture. We see them, but we can't catch them. We will.
The scenery now is just incredible. I know I use the same words over. I really need to look up some more. But the homes that are along the ICW are big and beautiful, and there's these giant fishing boats and giant boats parked right on their boathouse, and it's really incredible.
You can see
see
how much the boating industry contributes to the economy. The other thing that I noticed was the newer homes are all built like, they are just sturdy. You can tell the roofs just kind of, real, robust, I guess, and obviously concrete construction because of the propensity for hurricanes to come through this area.
Yes. So the hurricane did come in through this area, and we're having to face the effects of that because a lot of the marinas that Sam called to get us a place to stay were full with boats that have been moved from hurricane areas over to this area. What was that, Michael?
Mm-hmm. Hurricane Michael in 2018, yeah. So we progressed along there, and we basically went by Fort Walton Beach on our port side, and on our starboard side, the Gulf of Mexico side was the Emerald Coast. Again,
I've never spent any time in this area, and it's just, and seeing it by boat is, it's so beautiful. There's the intracoastal waterway is wide enough, so you've got a lot of space to move around, and although you have to stay in the channel, you still can see these businesses and hotels and condominiums, and the Emerald Coast water towers, beautiful. And I don't know, it's just really incredible.
But again, it was
sights.
real smooth, and you could see, a lot of the places. You could just visualize this place in the summertime. It would be really busy.
Yeah, right.
But for our purposes, it was pretty docile out there.
Right.
Probably only passed about a dozen boats the entire time.
It was so smooth, I was able to paint my toenails. I mean, we're coming to some flip-flop weather, so I had to get my toes ready. And if you could imagine, I mean, being on a boat is not exactly what you consider a place to paint your toenails, but it certainly was.
Yeah.
So smooth.
And let's see, what else?
As we were going along, I was sitting there minding my own business, just looking around, and I noticed Sam, you were going a little faster, I guess, to get us on plane for a bit. I noticed we had a fender flopping out over there, and I was like, oh no, I forgot the fenders again. So yes, I was that person again. So he slowed way down. I had to go out and put all the fenders up. Not only did I have one on one side that I could see, I forgot all the fenders on the port side where we had docked. So, I mean, we were a good couple of hours into the trip when I noticed that.
Anyway, you are going to forget things, and again, it's going to happen. So just kind of be vigilant out there as you go around the Great Loop, or as you're planning to go around the Great Loop, or if you have friends that are on the Great Loop, you'll probably see some of those types of things as well.
Yeah.
Coast Guard boat passed us.
Been seeing
and
saw a couple
got
Coast
right in front
Guard.
of us, and then they slowed down, and we go, why are they slowing down? Oh, because there's a no wake zone. So.
I'm glad they did that, because I didn't notice the sign over there. You probably did.
Anyway, we went through the Coast Guard.
Yeah, we saw this beautiful sailboat. We've seen several sailboats anchored along the way. But we passed a few sailboats.
And then we heard a security call. A boat had
Yeah.
run aground, and I looked and saw the position that they were talking about, and it was only a couple miles up, and we got the binoculars and we could see a boat had run aground. They were still in the channel, but it tells you, hey, you should be really in the middle of the channel, because they were a little to the right of course, and they ran aground, and Cito was out there. And then on the port side of that area, there was another boat that had sunk probably a couple years prior, and it was just kind of out there as a reminder that stay in the channel.
You hear that? As a sound of freedom.
Yeah, the sound of freedom. We have here very close to Eglin Air Force Base, and probably the Raptors or whatever are taking off in the morning.
But back to the trip.
Yeah.
So just for your information, that was Green 63 where that
Green 63
where that
ran
came.
aground.
Because that boat's going to be gone by the time you get over to that area. But there was a boat on the other side where that happened, and I don't know how long that boat's been there, but it's half in and half out of the water, so it's aground on the other side opposite of where that happened.
All right, and let's see, about mile 232, we departed the intracoastal waterway, and we went to the port side, to the north side, about 4 miles into Rocky Bayou. And as I looked at Rocky Bayou, because we were going to go into Bluewater Bay Marina, there's this large area hashed out that says, unexploded
Bombs.
Yeah. So anyway, you may not want to anchor in there.
Please don't anchor in there.
Anyway.
Although the harbor host said he's been around the area since '59 and a bomb has never exploded out there in all that time. So I think you're pretty safe.
Maneuvered into Bluewater Bay and eventually ended up following the instructions of the marina.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, tell them the truth, Sam.
Yeah, we came in and I missed one of the boards there, but I was going slow enough. I was watching my depth, and obviously
Boards? What do you mean? They said go through
markers.
three markers.
I call them boards, you call them markers.
Oh, okay, all right,
boards.
all right.
So three boards, and I missed the one, but backed up, got in just fine, and then was greeted by probably the skinniest slip that I've ever seen. Our beam is 15.4, and I swear the slip is like 15.5 and a half.
Okay, it's probably 16 for the record, but it's tight.
There's not much room on either side, so we got her in and got her hooked up. And we're greeted by the harbor host, Patty, and invited to docktails on their boat. So a shout out to Nearly Perfect Patty and Jack here at Bluewater Bay. Great little place to stop.
Yes. So, well, that was our journey from Pensacola over to Niceville, and we will see you on the next trip.
Yeah. Thanks for coming along on America's Great Loop.
And subscribe. Go ahead, do it.
All right. Bye.